to let me shine. That's your way. You always walk a step behind. So I was the one with all the glory, while you were the one with all the strength. A beautiful face without a name for so long. A beautiful smile to hide the pain. Did you ever know that you're my hero? And everything I would like to be. I can fly higher than an eagle. You are the wind beneath my wings. It might have appeared to go unnoticed, but I've got it all here in my heart. I want you to know I know the truth. Of course I know it. I would be nothing without you. Did you ever know that you're my hero? You're everything I wish I could be. I could fly higher than an eagle. For you are the wind beneath my wings. Did I ever tell you you're my hero? You're everything, everything I wish I could be.
And I am sad to see you go, Chris, but it would be better if it was me. I can't get all sad because I will start to cry. I'm already crying.
I'm
We
standing
have
over here.
shared our lives together, our joys and our sorrows, our accomplishments and our failures. Mostly hers. The ICU is losing a comrade in arms, a leader, a teacher, the voice of logic and reason.
How'd she marry Brian? I golf with him, I know.
It was a momentary lapse. I am losing a sister and a friend. And with that said, I feel under a bit of pressure to make you all laugh by poking a little fun at Chris. And the truth is, it's really pretty damn hard to make fun of Chris Pratt. Trust me, I tried, and I'm pretty good at it. So I asked myself, what am I missing? I talked to a lot of different people. I asked for stories about Chris, about her losing it one day, maybe going off on someone, some drama.
Nobody has to.
Nobody had. I said, why? Why is that? Chris Stanford is the kid you knew when you were growing up that watched all the naughty kids with their shenanigans. And she really enjoyed watching them. And then she would stay at arm's distance and she was not going to get in trouble.
Yeah, like me.
That's exactly what I'm talking about. And Chris would retell the story with great joy and embellish just a little bit to make the story really funny. And Chris loves irony, and there's a lot of irony in the ICU.
Do you think?
Every morning at 6:50 a.m., we walk into that back conference room, and we automatically size up that room. We look at the strengths, the weaknesses, the resources, and the personalities that are present. To make that day either a really fun, long-ass day that you work your ass off, or a really short day. Either way, you're working your ass off. When Chris is there, you always know she has your back. When the shit hits the fan, and sometimes it really hits the fan, Chris is going to be there. She's going to come and help you. Chris is going to be there to help, and she's going to come into the room in her unassuming way. She comes in like a stealth bomber. She walks through the room, she makes her little assessment, and she decides what needs to happen. And then, without a word, she begins to work her plan. She doesn't let fear or emotion guide her. She lets logic and reason guide her. Chris and I worked the critical care resource team for many years. And we were never working together. We just worked on the units that had that were in the worst shape. And sometimes
the worst.
Yeah. Sometimes the units really beat you up. And so Chris and I would follow each other on different days because they gave us the same horrible assignment. Sometimes the patients would ask for you by name or their family members. And they would tell me what a wonderful nurse you were. I think they were really trying to tell me something that I wasn't. Chris Bradford has been a nurse a long time. She graduated from Butterworth Nursing School in Grand Rapids, Michigan in 1977 and went on to complete her BSN from Loyola Chicago in '84. And little did she know, when this picture was taken, how the world was going to change. Jimmy Carter was president. Oh, gosh. Elvis Presley died on the toilet. The world's first personal computer was demonstrated. Star Wars was released, and a gallon of gas was 62 cents. That's a long time ago.
And Jared probably wasn't even born.
Chris has been part of the ever-changing landscape of the world and modern medicine. She has always embraced each new technology, but
Like
it was her
ECMO?
logic and reason that helped us apply the technology appropriately. She hasn't let us forget we are taking care of people and not computers.
Yes.
I was talking with Chris earlier this week, and I asked her, what are you going to do with all your time? And she said she was going to continue to volunteer with her community Bible study on Mondays and Tuesdays and do some traveling with her longtime husband, Brian. They were high school sweethearts. I told Chris about a couple that I knew that was struggling a bit after retiring because, they were together 24/7. And she told me, at our house, we have rules. Everyone must get up and put on people clothes every day. There's not going to be any PJs and sweatpants all day at the Bradford house. Everybody has to leave the house. You did tell me this. Every day.
Okay.
And Chris requires 2 days a week of 2 hours alone time every single week. So with this in mind, I asked Brian, and what's your name? Okay, Chris. Brian and Chris to look each other in the eyes. Go ahead.
Here, look at me. Okay.
And I want you all to realize that statistically speaking, you are looking at the person most likely to kill you. It is with sadness we say goodbye to Chris, and it is with joy we wish Chris and Brian the very best on their next steps.
And next, we have Maureen
Oh my gosh. I have a rebook. Thank you.
But I took some panorama.
I didn't know it was
Did you get me?
When I started to ask the night shift
Oh boy.
for thoughts about their interactions with you, this sentence kept coming back. She is just so nice. Hear that?
I'm kind of wondering about all the stuff he says now.
My family never said that.
I guess one of the biggest compliments a day shift nurse could get from the night shift is when the night staff fights to select you to one to give report to. We know.
What are you saying to me, Mo?
It's not about you. It's not about you. We know that you would be the perfect person to calmly step into the battlefield without a word of complaint. You very smoothly.
I expect that at home now.
I can only say the word like.
He gets to go golfing more.
As long as you're dressed every day and out the door.
You very smoothly would take charge and seamlessly continue the care and challenges required for the patient. Be it a tricky family situation or a room that is totally torn apart after a horrible night of surgical interventions and continuous CPR attempts. So we wanted to do something for you today, and we came up with some adjectives that go along with your first name. So here we start. C. Compassionate.
Yes.
Calm. No one has ever seen you lose your cool.
How about that?
Competent. Confident. Caring. Cordy champion. Capable. Cheerful. Comforting. A new nurse who you precept gave protonics on her first few days with you, and the patient almost immediately died.
Well done.
And she thought she killed the patient. And she was tearing up, and you immediately recognized that and pulled her aside. Oh honey, is this your first death? So here's some examples. Conscientious, considerate, committed, courageous, and classy.
Oh.
Here are some C words that you might not miss. C diff swab. CT scan. ECMO, and especially patients with 3 poles. Codes of any kinds, especially brown. CCRN renewal CUs. Call lights routed to Vocerax. Competencies that are endless. CRT alarms.
Fantastic.
Okay, for H, humble, humorous, helpful, honorable, hopeful, honest, happy. And for things that you will not miss, heparin verification, Hoyer lifts, holiday sign up.
Oh my God.
R,
That's so cute.
relaxed, reliable, realistic, responsible, respectful, reassuring, reflective,
Oh,
resilient.
nice.
Things you might not miss.
Oh God.
Rate adjustments every few minutes. RAS scores. Restraints documentation. inspirational, intelligent, insightful, inclusive, interested, irreplaceable, incisive, incredible. Things you will not miss. IV dressing protocols that keep changing. Infestations of isolation gowns and masks. Infection control screenings on Mondays. Insulin drip checks, adjustments, and double sign-offs. S. Sympathetic, sensible, sensitive, supportive, smart, stable, serene, sharp, sincere, special. Things she will not miss. Stanley Sensomet.
Oh my God.
Stanley Scales. Yes. Suctioning, sticky, stinky, and slimy. Sedation vacation. Straight cast on a morbidly obese feeding. Swollen scrotum. Our feelings are bittersweet right now. We wish you a very well-deserved retirement.
Awesome.
And yet we feel sad that the newer nurses and those who have yet to come through our unit will not have the opportunity to be mentored by you.
Yes.
And that we will not be able to call on your expertise. You have changed the world because you have touched our lives. We thank you, Chris, for the part that you have played in our nursing journey. Yay! As Dr. Seuss said, don't cry because it's over. Smile because it happened. So here is something on behalf of the night shift that we would like to present to you.
Oh my gosh. That's so cute. Oh my God, it's
Can I have a copy? 5th, 1981. Many of you were not born. The things that impressed me the most were the free coffee and the fitted bed sheets.
I loved the fitted bed sheet.
Yeah, you still do. I still do. I had no intention of staying for almost 38 years. And although I came for the coffee and the fitted sheets, I stayed for the great people that I've had the privilege to work with. I will miss seeing all of you on a regular basis. I will miss the smell of bleach wipes, the Vocera that can't understand me, the Vocera that I can't understand, that little slip of paper that Cheryl and Gilly discreetly notify us of our next patient,
Which is a tavern if you're working Wednesday.
the end of shift report that ends with, yes, he is 95 years old with dementia, a full code, both sons are doctors, and the daughter is a malpractice attorney. Contact plus isolation. Contact plus isolation coupled with airborne. The smell of True D. And swab Mondays. Okay, I won't miss many of those things, but I will miss all of you, and I'll miss the gallows humor, the conversations in the ECMO room. I'll miss discussing the day-to-day minutia that makes up all of our lives. You've shaped me, encouraged me. Carly!
not a Giacomo either.
Or swap Mondays.
Smart boy.
I don't know. I just kind of went to mom and said, swap me.
You've shaped me, encouraged me, mentored me, and stuck by me. I always knew that I had an exceptional group of colleagues, but it really hit home for me 5 years ago, when we suddenly lost our son, Drew. You surrounded me and my family with love, care, food, lots of food, therapeutic wine and cheese nights. You were a major part of my recovery that allowed me to come back to work knowing that you had my back if things got tough. For all the talk of corporate loyalty, this is what loyalty really looks like. It's not the grand piano. It's not the grand piano and the waterfall in the lobby. It's not the free coffee and the fitted sheet. Loyalty is a lot like love, and that's what you have shown me and my family. And you continue to show it to our patients every day. I should probably now list all the great things I plan to do in retirement, but I have no idea. But whatever they are, I'll be available for breakfast, lunch, dinner, whenever you are. And I'm extremely grateful for the role that you've played in my life. So thank you.